guys. So I've made 3 teeny tiny black balls out of the Model Magic. Now, these are going to be for the pupils. I'll show you one. Now, when I take my tiny little ball, I squish it like a pancake, and now I have like a little black dot. This black dot I can place, oops, be careful not to drop it like I just did. Once you have it in your hand, you can take it and attach it to the surface. Dropped it again. Gotta be careful. All right, I can take it and attach it to the surface and gently pat it down against that white part of the Model Magic. And now that's the pupil of the eye. Oh my goodness, it's coming to life. Now, if you want consistency or the same thing, before you start putting them down one at a time, look at all 3 of your, or how many, maybe 2, however many pupils you need, how many eyes you have. Make sure you look and see, hey, is this ball the same size as this ball? If it is, that means that they'll be really close to the same when you flatten them and put them on the eyes. If one's really big, you might need to make an adjustment because, again, once you put the Model Magic down, it's going to want to stick to each other, and it's sometimes hard to pull apart. So just make sure you're prepared. But I won't worry too much about it. It is going to be a silly monster after all. I flatten that one out. When you're forming your clay, these at this level, right? Balls are rolling in a circle against the table in our hands. But I find when you're at this level, this size, roll it in your fingertips. It works the best for me. I hope that helps you. All right, we have to turn these into slabs. That's actually what the dots are. They're mini slabs. So ball goes to slab. So I squish it to make a pancake, or in this case, a dot. I peel it off. And I'm just going to gently place it where I think it needs to go. Oops, have it out of the camera. Gently place it. There we go. It's beautiful. If you want to go a step further, if you have any more white and you want to make an even smaller ball, it might be kind of challenging at this point, you can go back and add some highlights. I know some people like those eyes that have the highlights. That could be a fun thing to do. Like this one eye has a little highlight. You can go back and add all those if you choose. But and it doesn't have to, remember, don't have to use the same colors as me. I'm making it real simple. So I can make a monster with just 2 colors. Maybe 3 is just the icing on the cake. So we've done a tongue, we've done teeth, we've done eyes. There's just, now we're at the point where we're just thinking, hey, what's that little extra oomph to make this monster really special? Do I want to give him hair, like over here? And for those that can't guess, all I did was make little coils. Here, I'll show you. I made coils. I made a whole bunch of them before I started putting them down. Coils are rolling up and down. And then I placed them one next to each other and layered them, right? Layered them means I'm putting some on top of each other. So that's how I got the hair for this guy. But this guy I want to be different. So what should I do? I think for my final touches, I think I kind of want to transform this monster into the sketch that I made earlier, right? One that had a wide mouth and has some tentacles and a big slippery tail with maybe some spikes at the bottom. That looked really cool. So what I'm going to do is going to make a longer coil using some gray clay. And by clay, I mean Model Magic. And I'm going to take it against the table and roll it. Now, if you want a cone, when you're making a coil, you roll up and down, and you don't keep it in the center. You start moving it slightly one way. So I'm going up and down, but at the same time, I'm slowly going in one direction. This case, the right. So watch. Normal coil, up and down, I don't move. It's even-ish on both sides. Really do that. Now I'm going to do a coil, and I'm going to go up and down, and move to the right this time, slowly, okay? You will see that I will have a cone. Now, I didn't move like so far. I had to stay on the Model Magic, but you can see me slightly tilting my hand, so less and less of my hand is touching the coil. Now, I have a cone, and that's because I want to make a tail where it's skinnier over here and it's thicker over here. I'll take the thick part of my tail, squish it with my thumb, and this part can be the part that I attach to the bottom of my monster. This overlap right here, if there's a lot of clay, maybe you want to deattach it. Like, I think this might be a little too much, but let's say you do have this much like I do. I can take my hand and I can smooth out the extra parts because I do want a flat bottom on the part where my monster's mouth is. So go ahead and smooth that out. Ooh, gosh, looks like he's upset. I've upset him. Let's reshape that mouth some. There we go. Nice and, well, I'm not sure if he was ever happy. And look, he has little creases in his mouth. That looks kind of cool. All right, he has a tail now. I might even have him do a little curl. Cool. And the last thing I'm gonna do is to make 2 more coils and pinch them flat at the bottom. And I'm going to make little hands that are gonna be up like he's waving at you. Or just for him to, I don't know, for him to get you with. Who knows? He's a monster after all. So coil, you can take the coil and you can use your hands to kind of twist it ever so slightly to get a thin part, right? Show you that again. Coil, one side's flat. That's where it's gonna attach. And then where I want it really skinny for his hand, I can just take my fingertip and lightly twist it for the thin part. After you attach all of these little parts for your monster, you are done for this week. There might be a chance for us to color it or add some backgrounds next week, but if you have something that looks like this or even crazier and more unique, then you can post this to Schoology. I can't wait to see it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.